Is it faith or is it fear? You have to check yourself from time to time to see if you're living by faith or are you living by fear. Anytime you're going through something, you got an issue, a situation, or dealing with a problem, you have to check yourself and see, do I handle these issues by faith or do I handle these issues in fear? Anytime you're dealing with an issue and you say something like, I don't know what I'm going to do about this, you're actually not living by faith. You're actually not approaching this problem according to faith. And you're fearing that something is not about to work out or something is not about to happen the way you need it to work out or happen. You know you're operating in fear when you say stuff like, I ain't gonna be able to do whatever. I'm not gonna be able to buy it. I'm not gonna be able to go. I'm not gonna be able to have. Is it faith or is it fear? Because it can't be both. Are you living by faith or are you living by fear? And you really got to check. You got to look close. You really have to be honest with yourself, because I know a lot of church folks, they done fixed it up so good now until they operate out of fear. Their thoughts are thoughts of fear. They speak out of fear and they act out of fear. But they done got so tricky with it until they know how to make it sound like it's faith. They done got so tricky with it until now they know how to make it seem like they're still full of faith, even though they're saying this. Even though what you're saying is letting me know how you think and is not in line with faith, you still want me to believe it's faith. So you say stuff like, if it's the Lord's will, like you don't know what the will of the Lord is. Like you don't know it's the will of the Lord for you to be blessed. You don't know it's the will of the Lord for you to have certain things. So instead of being honest, saying you don't believe you can have it, you just say you gonna have it if it's the Lord's will. Man, get that out of here. You're not in faith, you're in fear. Check yourself to see what you're operating out of, what you're acting out of. And I know in certain situations you will have thoughts of fear that might try to come to you. That's not a problem. It's what you operate out of. The problem comes when you actually speak out of fear. The problem comes when you actually do something out of fear and not based on faith. And when people are operating out of fear, if they're thinking, speaking, and acting out of fear, you will hear them bringing up whatever it is that they think they have done for God. You will hear them bringing up how worthy they think they are when something is not working out, or when they think something either hasn't worked out or they think it's not going to work out. Then they start complaining by throwing up what they have done. Like all the time I have spent going to church, all of the work that I done put in the ministry, all the money that I done gave in the offering, all the tithes that I done gave to the church. When they bringing that up, it's as if they're saying they should be worthy to receive something, or they're saying something should be working out in their favor based on what they have done, when that's not God. I don't care what you have done, you're not worthy of a blessing. I don't care how much money you done put into the church. I don't care how much you have been tithing over the years. You still don't deserve God's blessing. I don't care how faithful you have been to the church. You're not worthy of the blessings of God. The blessings of God that's on the lives of people is from grace. It's all undeserved. But when you're operating out of fear, that's the way you think. When you're operating out of fear, that's the way you talk. When you're operating out of fear, that's the way you act. If you're really in the faith, there's no way you should ever get stuck thinking you don't know what to do. You should always know what to do. There's no way you should get stuck somewhere thinking God is not going to perform the word if you're living by faith. If you're handling this situation by faith. What do you mean you don't know how this is going to work out? According to faith, it's going to work out for your good. According to faith, it's going to work in your favor. I don't care what it looks like right now. I don't care what they're telling you right now. I don't care how much money you got right now. It's going to work out in your favor. I don't care what you're feeling in your body right now. It's going to work out for your good. I don't care what they're saying. I don't care what they're doing. I don't care what you are thinking. Check yourself to see if you're in faith or you're living by fear. When it comes to God, it's all about faith. It's all about whether or not faith is your denominator. It's all about whether you're doing what you're doing based on your faith. Whether you're saying what you're saying based on faith. Are you going where you're going based on faith? Are you believing what you're believing based on faith? With God, it's not based on nothing else. So you know how things are going to work out because you know what you're going to do. When you're in the faith, you're going to think the word, you're going to speak the word, and you're going to act on the word. That's why you know it's going to work out. So there's no such thing as I don't know what to do. There's no such thing as I don't know what I'm going to do, because there's never a time that faith doesn't work. There's never a time that faith won't work. There is never a time that you will apply faith and be let down. There is a time when you might pretend to be full of faith and you're trying to fool wisdom, you're trying to fool God, which is impossible. That's why you need to be honest. Is it faith or is it fear? And if you're not in the faith, get there. If you're not thinking according to the word, get to the place where you are. If you're not speaking and acting out the word, get to the point where you are. Because that's what controls everything in your life. Are you living by faith or are you living by fear?